Hey, and welcome to another edition of Cooking a la Quarantine. I'm Jason, and tonight is going to be the last show with the countertops being the way they are. I'm going to be without a kitchen for about 10 days. We're getting rid of this hole that was here. We had an electric Gen Air cooktop that, honest to goodness, never really worked when we moved in, and it just took up space. And then during the pandemic, Stacy's like, "Oh, let's get rid of it. Well, it's already been here for 9 years. Let's get rid of it. Let's throw it away." Okay. Following week, I decided to do the French onion soup, and it's all gone down, well, uphill, I guess. We're doing very well. I'm very happy with what I'm doing. Gives me something to do, and it gives Stacy some ideas on how to edit her class, because she's still stuck. So, and I feel for you, I really do. But, so today I'm going to go back to my roots as a history teacher. Most of you might know this. I started out my career as a history teacher in 2003. I moved to Bertie County, North Carolina. And I taught world history there for a couple of years, and then moved around and ended up teaching middle school at Washington County Middle School. So, and that goes into my story from the other day about Dennis Soule's turkey. Well, you always run into a problem with what do you do with turkey or any of the big leftovers after Thanksgiving. I don't know if we're going to travel this year. I'm not going to get into it. We're not going to be political. None of this crap. So I wanted to figure out what I could do with leftover turkey if it was just Stacy and I. So here's our leftover picked turkey. And here is the remaining bits of my container garden. Okay? And today I'm going to make a historic meal. Now I know it's going to be a great meal, but this is historic because according to this story, this is something that got whipped up because of Napoleon Bonaparte. Now, a couple of things about Napoleon Bonaparte. Number one, he really wasn't that short. He's probably taller than I am, but I'm only 5'2". But anyway, this whole story says that he whipped up this dish, had this cook whip up this dish over an open fire. And basically what it was braised chicken with butter and tomatoes and basil and all kinds of crazy stuff. But according to something I read, the historian said, well, wait a minute, this was in the winter. They really didn't have any ways of preservation. Actually, Napoleon started canning. That was one of his contests to feed the army. But the story of him in the winter eating tomatoes in a sauce, it's probably a bunch of garbage. So here's what I did. I took our tomatoes, I emulsified them, which means I blended them up a little bit. Put some basil in there, I put some onions in there, I put some garlic in there. Okay, which is basically what this says here. Now, we've already got the cooked turkey. We've already got the emulsified tomatoes. It's really not, it's not like soup, it's still chunks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little something. Okay, this is German egg noodles. Well, it's made in Germany. It's like a European egg noodle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this turkey, almost said chicken there, and I'm going to put it in Big Greenie over there. And then I'm going to add this tomato stuff, and then I'm going to add the spatzel. I'm going to bring it to a boil. I'm going to cook the noodles in the stuff with the turkey we're going to have a big bowl of stuff, and it's going to be super easy. Look, I really feel for you guys at home and teaching school and stuff, because you're building the airplane just as you're flying it. So I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible. And if you look in the absolute corner here, I don't let anything go to waste. There's the turkey carcass in water getting pressure canned for about an hour and 15 minutes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some more of that wonderful smoked stock. And that's how easy that is. I mean, all I did was put the bones and stuff in there, and the stuff that would have gone to the dump or trash or whatever. And I just added water to it, and we're going to let it go. And then I'm going to put it in the fridge, skim off the fat, and then pressure can it. We'll do that tomorrow, because on Monday they're going to come in here and rip this kitchen apart. So let's go on this magical journey here. Grab some. This is how easy this is going to be. So, like I said, I just cut up the tomatoes. I put it in the food processor. I put some of my fresh basil in there. Now I'm going to add some of my turkey. I'm going to save some of it so I can make turkey and waffles, kind of like chicken and waffles. And like I said, I really appreciate you guys watching. I mean, I enjoy what I'm doing, and the minute I don't enjoy it, I'll Dave Chappelle this and move on to something else. But right now, we're having fun. Alright, so I'm adding my mushrooms, because you never want to add them right when everything else is going in, because if you do, it'll be like one big chewy fungus among us. Alright, so there are the noodles. This is truly a European cornucopia of flavors tonight. I think I said that in the last video, but you know, this will meld it up. We'll get this all to start boiling again. Cook up the noodles and put it in a bowl and see where it goes. We'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm ready and set for my turkey Marengo, and added some spaetzle. And you know what I like about this? It's soaked up so much of the juice, so it's actually like a heavy stew, which is what I like. And you know I can't have anything, for the most part, except for the peanut butter candy, without some cheese. And I heard a nasty rumor today they actually put cheese in the peanut butter candy. I don't know about that one. I may have to look it up on Snopes. But anyway, basically all this is tomatoes, onions, basil, little thyme, little oregano, little garlic, and my leftover smoked turkey. So let's give this a shot. Looks pretty good. Light tomatoey, but not too heavy like a sauce. Got some of my mushrooms here. That's really good. And the thing I like about those mushrooms are they're big enough that it's easy for me to cut. If you want to use a smaller mushroom, go for it. Use what makes you comfortable here in your kitchen. And here's some of my smoked turkey. Damn, that's good. And I'm not just saying it because I did it. I really think if you brine a bird or any poultry, it really helps out because it pulls the flavors right out. But remember, be kind, be excellent to each other, and hey, I'll catch you soon. Have a great night.